new to me. It's now telling me it records and which has never done that. Okay. All right. So, if you're comfortable, we're going to do a quick intro. So if you could tell us your name, age, and how long have you been a fan of Black Veil Brides?
All right. My name is Niccole Perkins. I'm currently 26 years old, and I have been a fan of Black Veil Brides for 11 years now.
Same. I'm 26 in the same boat. Nice.
That is so awesome.
Yay. It's awesome. All right. How did you just discover Black Veil Brides?
You know, it's actually a funny story too. So I've never, back in high school, I want to say like around 10th grade I was in, I didn't actually, everyone around me had like a favorite band, and my boyfriend at the time, who's now my husband, he loved this band Senses Fail. And the way that he just loved music, I wanted something like that because music never spoke to me pretty much. I didn't care about music, didn't care to listen to it. So, but because of my husband, I really wanted to just find that band. And I literally, I spent, we were going through in school, we were at the computer, we're listing all these bands that we're going to listen to. Mm-hmm. And we went through them. And it's funny, Black Veil Brides was never actually on the list to begin with. It was actually, I was about ready to give up after listening to a bunch of bands. Like, it's not that they weren't good. They were great, but I was like, they don't speak to me, And then, being on YouTube, it was like suggestions, something that you may like. And it came up with Black Veil Brides, Knives and Pens, music video. So I was like, I'll make that the last one that I click on for tonight, and I'll try again tomorrow. And I fell in love right then and there, It's so hard to explain the feeling that they gave me, but it was just something that I knew that, I wanted to have. And because of ever since that day, I love music now. I have that favorite band. I love going to concerts. So I think it's just really cool what they have done for me.
That's awesome. High school. Oh, that's awesome. And now, I can't believe your high school sweetheart turned into your husband. I found that so cute. I'm sorry. Okay. So some basic general, what is your favorite album so far? It has been released. So.
Okay. Wow.
I know.
That was not a question I was prepared for. That one's hard. I don't really know if I have like a favorite album. Okay. I generally love every single one. I wouldn't say that there's one that I prefer more than the other because I just listen to, every album is like mixed onto my playlist. So right. I listen to every single song, every single album, but I will say like, I do believe that they keep progressing with each album though.
For sure.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So you just love
I know
all the albums.
I prefer all of them. Like each one just gets better, I can't pick.
Fair. That's a fair answer. I'm so
sorry.
No, that's completely fair. I mean, I've gotten so far lately. So far, a lot of people have been telling me "Set the World on Fire" for one, and then it's been "Wretched and Divine." So
yes,
those
two
so
are really
good. Okay, another tough one. And if you can't think of your favorite one, you can give me your top 3 or top 5 favorite song.
Okay, favorite song I can say is "Sweet Blasphemy."
Okay.
I love that song. I have it tattooed on my back too.
Now, the trick is do you like the original or the remake one?
Okay.
I know.
While I will say both are awesome, I do prefer the newer one actually. Just the way, okay. So like the end, like towards like the end of the song, how he sings, where he sings, "No, I won't believe this lie." I can't lie. I wish he did that for like the entire song and not just like that ending part, because the way he carried his vocals, I thought was personally so beautiful. I wish it was in the full song, but I do prefer the newer one.
Nice. Yeah. I remember when it was that "Sweet Blasphemy" was the first song that was released from the remake, I believe. I could be wrong.
It was, yeah.
Yes.
At least it was definitely
it was
like
one
the
of them. I remember
one.
listening to it and I started crying so hard like a little girl because like I don't know, just because like We Said She's Willing was obviously their first album, and like I remember saving money to buy this at a Hot Topic, and
right
when I heard "Sweet Blasphemy," it was like flooded memories of like when I saw them, when I first saw them in concert, and just everything. I'm just like cried so hard. So I get it. This might be a bit of a tricky one, but how many concerts have you been to of them?
Okay. That one I might have to count. Real quick, does Warped Tour count as well?
Sure. I mean, I don't know. I've been considering like, do I like, I guess it's live. Sure. Okay, sure. So.
Okay. So if we're going to include that, I want to say, okay, wait a minute. Now I must ask.
Does it over 10?
Does his solo projects count? No, okay.
Count. Just Black.
So we're gonna cancel that out.
No Andy Black. As much as I love him, no Andy Black.
Understandable. Let's see here. I want to say I've been to, just for Black Veil Brides, I think I've been to 4 or 5 Black Veil Bride concerts. There were 2 concerts or 2 shows of theirs I was supposed to go to. They got canceled though, which totally understandable. You know, things happen, which is completely fine. But I want to say about 4 or 5 times.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was roughly the same as I have. I would have been 5 with this new one, but due to tour dates, I'm like,
I know,
due
right?
to work, I'm like, I don't think I can make the Seattle one. So I'm so kind of still sulking on that. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I know. I was not expecting to wake up and see that this morning.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, what? Immediately text my mom, like, you're coming with me, right?
I know so many fans I've seen already on Twitter, like, yes, I'm excited and everything. Like, I finally get to go to my Black Veil Brides concert, my first one. I'm like, I'm happy for you. I'm heartbroken over here, but I'm happy for you guys. So.
I am so sorry.
It happens. I mean, I know it's kind of weird because I've been getting comments like, you know, you could get like 2 days off of work and get a sub. I'm like, yes, I can realistically, but there's a sub shortage and other stuff going on. So
yeah,
it's hard. So, all right, favorite memory with them. So this can be during a concert, social media, or VIP experience. So, or some random bump in with them. So,
oh goodness. You know, I'll just go ahead and say that for me, my favorite memory has to be the very first. Not the very first. Like, there's so many memories though. I would have to say it's probably the second concert I went to of theirs. It was my first time getting VIP to meet them, and I think it was just really cool. You know, for my first time, I was super nervous, so I didn't say anything. I was so quiet, but they were nice enough to start the conversation for me. You know, each of them were just like, hey, I like this of yours, or hey, how's it going? And then because they started the conversation, it made me feel more comfortable. So that's probably my favorite memory with them, is just, you know, they're just too nice.
Right. Oh, that's so amazing. Yep. I remember my first VIP experience. Could not form words. No words came out. Could just smile.
Yeah, I know. It was like, oh gosh. And, you know, I think that's the thing is, like, I was just telling my husband earlier today, I'm like, you know, I feel like most fans anyway, plan out what they're going to say to, like, the people that they look up to, you know, and I sit here and I can plan all these things. And then when I get there, it's just like, I draw a blank and I'm like, you know, I don't know what to ever tell them. To be honest, I really don't. There's like so many things, but nothing comes out.
I know. I remember my first VIP experience was the Resurrection tour, and it was my first VIP experience ever because I actually had the money to afford it. And I was like looking in the bathroom mirror before I left, like, okay, this is what you're gonna tell them. You're gonna say this. And I'm frozen, starstruck, and I'm gone. All I can do is smile. But it was really nice though, because I think I either Andy could tell I was just nervous or just like starstruck. I don't know. But like we took the photo, and then he's like turned around like, I hope you enjoy the show. So I'm just like, thank you. I didn't know.
But it's just, you're just like, yes. Yes. You're like, thank you for saying something to me.
Yeah, exactly. So I get it. Okay, so this one I'm really interested because it's just from seeing on your social medias. By the way, you are super talented and beautiful. I just have to say that right now.
Thank you.
So I could see from your, even now, from your mesh top shirt, Black Veil Bride's tattoos. How many do you have? Or are you planning to get more? So
definitely planning on more. So originally it started where I was just going to do an entire sleeve dedicated to them, which is going to be my right side. And then the very first tattoo I actually ever got was Lost It All lyrics. And I ended up putting it on my back. And I was like, I wanted to do a sleeve, but I put it on my back. And then my second tattoo of them, I put it on my back. And then my third one, I put it on my back. So I'm like, you know what? I should really just get a sleeve done. And I was never planning on the chest tattoo. I had something else planned. And then my husband was like, hey, it would be really cool. And he's like, and it would just piss off all the haters. He's like, you should just tattoo Black Veil Brides across your chest. And I was like, you know what? I should. And I just did it. I mean, I have no regrets though. I mean, I get a lot of people that are like, you're going to regret all those Black Veil Brides tattoos. But honestly, for me, it's like, I'll never regret them. And I mean, I know in my heart that I'll always love the band, but if something ever happens, it's like, this is all memories for me, And that's what it is in the end. I can at least look at my arm and be like, hey, like I remember that tattoo, like it was based off of this and this is why I got it. And however many let me count. I'm gonna count them real quick.
Okay.
I have 17 BVB tattoos.
Whoa. You're in the top right now. Winner for 17 BVB tattoos right now.
Wow. I never actually counted them.
But they're addicting. I trust me, I have a couple here and there too, and I'm planning to get more, so.
I love tattoo therapy. I could use that right now. I'm just saying, I love tattoos.
So I know you said was it your first one and you got the lyrics of Lost It All?
Yes.
What lyrics did you get in particular from that song?
I believe that we all fall down sometimes.
You are like my twin. Like, I'm planning to get more. I'm doing the sleeve thing too, but like, this is my first Black Veil Brides tattoo and it's the logo and we all fall down sometimes.
Oh, see, but I know. So I must know though. I need to know your story behind that.
Okay, so so the tattoo, I wanted it at 16. At the time, parents forbidden it, period. So I started saving up money literally until I was 16. So I did not know anything of the tattoo world. Like I didn't know different styles and needles and machine, like nothing. All I knew that it went on skin and it's permanent. That's all I know. So I didn't know the price range or anything. So by the time, so I told myself, okay, I can't get it now. Probably will still check it out when I was 18. Going to get it as a 21st birthday. So that's what I did. And so when I turned 21, I arranged and I made an appointment. And by the time, I think I had like around $300. Just, I know, for that, because I didn't know how much they would charge me and stuff. So they got, so obviously I wanted the logo, the star logo, because it's just like, it's iconic. And for anyone who recognizes it will know what it is.
Right.
And as for the lyrics for Lost It All, when I heard that song, Wretched and Divine is ultimately my favorite album, period. And Lost It All, favorite song, period. That song has definitely saved me in so many ways. I went through some trauma stuff as a kid, and when that whole album came out and that song, it literally mentally and emotionally saved me in so many dark places I went into. And so I just kept remembering that. And so I got that lyrics tattoo and stuff. So, and no regrets whatsoever. And I definitely want to add more to it. So
yeah, no, I think that's great.
Yeah. So yes, they have saved my life in so many ways. And it's just wonderful to hear the other people's stories too. So
yeah.
Okay, so kind of like a deep question, and I'm assuming the answer is yes. So how has Black Veil Brides impacted your life?
I guess I can honestly say that would just go along with, how I first found out about them. They impacted my life just with the love of music. Once again, I didn't care about music. I mean, it was, it meant the world to everyone else, not me. I was like, it was just sound, but now it's so much more than that. And like, I thank them so much for that. I love music now because now it's crazy, you know, hearing their music speaks to me. And then because of that, I'm able to actually like feel the emotions behind other musicians' songs. And it's a good feeling. It's a really good feeling.
That's awesome. Okay. So what are your thoughts on the BVB Army, the community, the fans, the fandom of it?
I think it's actually incredible. I love how would I want to word this? Like, I just think it's incredible. I mean, I love how accepting most people are. Cause you know, I've dealt with those kinds of people where, you know, they argue all the time, but I feel like the BVB Army, like we all come together and we all help each other out, like regardless of whether we know someone or not. Everyone is so kind and welcoming. And I feel like that's how it should be everywhere, you know, anything that you love. Like I've never met another Black Veil Brides fan that has been jealous of anyone else who likes them. You know, they've always been welcoming no matter who you are. And I think that that's just one of the most incredible things. You know, I feel like you can't find that anywhere else.
Yeah, and I completely agree. I think the one way I would describe the community is family. Like we definitely are a family and we support each other, little or small. So
yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. So any thoughts on the new album, The Phantom Turn On? Because obviously it was announced that it was postponed until October 29th, so June 4th, which, you know, it's kind of like, okay, I understand. At the same time, it sucks, but I understand. So
yeah. I know, it's like, yes, but no.
Yeah.
I'm clueless when it comes to like, I'm super excited.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, it's left me kind of clueless because I just don't know what it's going to be like, you know? I mean, don't get me wrong. I know they've released, you know, Scarlet Cross and Fields of Bones, but I'm like, okay, but it gets me so pumped because I feel like once again, The Phantom Tomorrow is going to be like Wretched and Divine, you know, that storytelling, but I don't know where they're going with it. That's why I'm like so excited. I'm like, where are you going with it though? I don't know if it's going to be like something like cool, almost like thriller like, you know, almost kind of
that's a new one. I haven't got that one yet. Interesting.
Really?
I've gotten like what's that movie called? The Crow. Yeah.
I love The Crow. Mm-hmm. Hands down my favorite movie.
Yes. So I've gotten like The Crow. For me personally, when I saw Scarlet Cross, like, I mean, I love the color scheme, by the way. Love the color scheme.
Right? I know. But I love black and red.
Yes. We are lost souls, Smith. But when I don't know why, but when I particularly saw Scarlet Cross, like obviously, yeah, I got the Crow from the movie feel, but I also got V for Vendetta feeling too, like kind of like, ooh. So
yeah, I know. I was gonna say, like, it's just the way that like the costumes are and like the mask. It definitely, I feel like it's gonna be something. I'm hoping it's kind of something spooky. That's just not what I like. But I mean, like, I honestly cannot say. I'm hoping it's something spooky though.
I know. I think it's definitely something very similar to Wretched Divine. I think it's not in the same, I guess, universe as Wretched Divine concept, but it's a different type of concept. So
exactly.
This is last one. So pretty much last one is any last words. So I've been telling you. So this is your chance to do plug-in, shout-outs, or just whatever. So last words.
Last words. I don't know. I'll admit I'm totally nervous. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I really don't know.
And her final words. I really don't know.
I really don't know. There you have it. I don't know. I've never known whenever someone has asked me that, I'm like,
We can do a shout out to any of the band members. I don't know if they'll see it, but I know Chris will see it for sure. So if you want to say anything to Chris.
Yeah, the shout out to Chris. If it wasn't for him, I never would have known you were doing this. You know, he sent me a message letting me know about it. So thank you. And thank you to both of you. Like, this is super cool what you're doing. I love it. I feel like you're helping bring the BVB Army even closer together. You know what I mean? And I think that's amazing.
Aww. Thank you.
course.